Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I have a little cold, so don't mind my voice. I'm just getting over it. But today, I'm doing a closet clean out video. I kind of went through like, I'm going crazy, I need to clean everything phase a few days ago. So it started with my bathroom. I'm finally getting to my closet, which it's been a few months. And everything kind of went a little haywire in there. So today we're cleaning out closets. Hopefully this gets you inspired and you want to grab a cup of tea and clean out your closet too if you have time, or come back to this video when you have time to do it, because it feels so good. Okay, so we're starting with the Purge, which I went through a phase in my 20s where I kind of bought a bunch of different clothes and I was experimenting with my style. And over the past few years, since I had my son and I just don't go out as much, I just started to whittle down my collection of clothes and my style really changed. I'm sure my style will change again. It kind of goes with the seasons of your life and kind of whatever's going on, where you're going day to day. But for me, I go through my closet every 6 months to a year and I try to assess if it's kind of been sitting in my closet a really, really long time. I try to give it a chance, a good chance. And then sometimes I come back to it and I'm like, nah, I just don't think I'm ever gonna wear that again. And it's whittled down to not a whole lot. You know, like right now I live in leggings and t-shirts and stuff, and that's fine because that's my phase of life right now. When you go through your closet, you just want to be honest with yourself and decide, you know, what are the things that you might keep. Like this, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep it a little bit longer and just try to remember to wear it somewhere when I have an opportunity. But this I've worn a bunch of times and I can probably donate that. It's not really my style right now. I don't see myself wearing it. This was one of those kind of jackets that I wore 6,000 billion times in my 20s, and it's had its run. So you could still donate something like that for sure, but it is a little damaged, so you could just toss it. And then there are certain things that are newer that I really had high hopes that I would want to wear or whatever, and I ended up not doing it, so I'll sell it on apps like Poshmark. And usually if I'm gonna sell it, I put it on a hanger or I just put it on a mannequin and I take a picture and I put it online. And what I like about that is you could donate the money for whatever you sell. And then with apps like Poshmark, you can sell some of your things and get credit. And then when you need something or when you're in the mood to shop, you can go shop with your credit. It saves you from shopping. So it's kind of cool to like trade your clothes off to somebody who might really like it better or get more use out of it than you would. Okay, so now I'm talking about folding, which I have this weird thing with folding. One of my very first real jobs was working at a store where I had to fold clothes. So I fold with the crotch up, then I pull it out to the right, then I fold once in, and then once again on top of that, I flip it to the other side and I stack it. And there's something so satisfying about having them all folded the same way because then they stack really clean. And I don't know, it just brings back good memories. I used to do this for like hours and hours every day, and I got into it. It's impossible to keep your drawers looking perfectly neat all the time. It just does not happen. But when you go through your closet every 6 months to a year, or you go through your drawers or whatever, it's nice to do it and clean it out, purge everything, refold it, and put it all back in. And it's the best feeling right after, even if it just lasts a few days. But I just love it. It's so satisfying. And so yeah, I put that in my closet. I have little cubbies. So I used to put them in my drawers back when I lived at the apartment, but now I have these little cubbies. Next, I'm moving to jewelry. After a while, it's all displayed and it starts to look kind of messy. And it's because I go through it and I use it and I don't put it back in. So I went and kind of dusted it all and cleaned it all up and put it in this wonderful jewelry box that I got from the Container Store. These are called stackers. And you can grow them and make them taller if your collection's bigger. I don't have a huge collection of jewelry. My grandma used to collect, my mom's mom used to collect jewelry and had the biggest jewelry box ever. I used to go through it and look at it. I don't have that much jewelry, but I definitely want to take care of whatever I do have. So I really like this. It keeps everything really in good condition. Yeah, I like it. So I keep that in one of my other cubbies, and I just went through and organized, put everything away. So a few options for displaying jewelry. I got this velvet black bracelet holder from Michael's for a few bucks. I think it was like $8 a while back. It's kind of bent, so I needed to like fix it. But I like that because you can display jewelry. They also have one for necklaces. I have this really pretty container I got these bangles in, so I kept that. I've whittled down my purse collection to only just a few of my favorites and the ones I think are really classic. I moved my makeup. This is kind of like not my everyday makeup, but makeup I use every once in a while. So I just moved that to my closet because it was getting too much. So the same with heels as it is for purses. I just kept the ones that I like to wear for really special events. These are really pretty but very uncomfortable, so I don't wear them very often, to be honest. And I've just kept a few pairs. To save space, I like to have one facing forward and one turned the other way. And for whatever reason, it just doesn't get as cluttered that way. So that's kind of how I've done it with those. If you don't have space to display your shoes, or you just don't care to display your shoes, you can certainly put them in plastic bins. So you can put your shoes in those plastic boxes. You can get those at Target, and it really does prevent them from going dusty. If you have a lot of shoes in plastic boxes, you can label it, but they are see-through, so you should be able to see which shoes they are. And I don't have as many now, so I just kind of know what I have. And then for my sneakers, since I use them so often, I just try to display them or have them out so I can grab them pretty quickly. I also used one of the cubbies for my sunglasses, which I got that case on Amazon, and those contain mine and my husband's sunglasses. And then for boots, I have a few pair of boots, and I really like this tip. I've shared this before in a video a long time ago, and this is the pool noodle, and you can cut this to fit inside your boot. Now, the one thing I didn't love about this tip was the noodles kind of like, they're always bright. You can't find one in like black or anything like that. But what you can do is you can wrap it in, I had some extra fabric, so I'm just wrapping it in fabric so it just looks a little bit better. These are really great to stick inside your boots because they keep your boots standing up straight, because boots tend to collapse and then they lose their shape. And if you want to take really good care of your boots, I would recommend doing this and putting these in all of your boots. And I only have a few pairs left now that I've kept that I wear like every season. I don't have to do it as much for rain boots because those kind of keep their structure on their own. But boots like these ones that have some fabric, I really like it for. So yeah, and I think it looks pretty. So I'm putting those in my closet, and that kind of finishes up my closet. I try to keep what I like, what I'm going to use. In past videos, I've gone into more detail about the drawers and what's in the drawers, but the drawers that get the messiest for me, I don't touch the ones on that side as much because it's like maternity and scarves and seasonal and things like that. But for my drawer where I have my workout bras and clothes and things like that, I'm going through it and rummaging through it really quickly. Oftentimes when I'm trying to get to a workout, everything gets kind of messy. So I do like to go through and fold everything, fold up the bras, fold the shirts. I do use a clipboard when I do this. Not every time when I fold do I use a clipboard, but when I go through and clean everything, I do use a clipboard so that they stack evenly. And so yeah, I'm going through my workout clothes where I keep my sports bras and my t-shirts and my undergarments and things like that. If you want to see more of my drawer organization tips or closet organizational tips from past videos, check those out. I linked them here. Subscribe to my channel if you like this channel, and I have another channel as well that you might want to check out, and I'll see you guys very soon.